Alright guys, as you can see, I have a band-aid on my forehead. That's because I scratched myself out of sheer excitement of PoE 2 not releasing, but instead the big season patch coming August 29th. Alright guys, this is huge. Yeah, this is very soon. This is huge. And I need you guys playing it, alright? It's coming out August 29th, Season 3. And there will be a free weekend from August 29th to September 1st, so you guys can actually play it for free for the weekend.
Oh, okay.
Alright, you don't need to spend the $30 to jump into it. And
this game is not free?
It's going to be free by sometime next year. It'll be free to play sometime next year, but you can pay $30 to jump into it and play early access, essentially. And it's kind of worth it because they give you 500 coins that you can spend on cosmetics and stuff in the shop too. But yeah, that's besides the point. Here's what you guys need to know though for the free weekend. If you do play it, it's across all platforms, cross-play. So, you know, for Rainbow, you're on PC already, you can play it. Crim, it's on console, because I know you're fucking console brain and shit. You can play it too, cross-play. Your progress saves, so even after the free weekend ends, you guys can still get it like later in the week, later in the month, later in the year, and all your
cross-play, cross-progression.
Cross-progression, there you go. And they're going to be giving cosmetics too for this season, so all the people coming in playing it for free that don't own the game, you're going to just be able to play it and get some cosmetics if you at least complete the first chapter, but more on that in a minute. Well, actually, I'll say it right now, but there's a campaign. It's going to have 4 chapters. They recently added a new chapter, which is the 4th one. So there's going to be, obviously, chapter 1. If you complete chapter 1, you get like 3 cosmetics. I think it's like a hood, a cape, and a backpack, something like that, or a staff. It's kind of mediocre stuff, but sure, it works. And then they're going to be adding 2 more chapters later when the game fully releases, so it's going to be like 6 chapters, essentially. For you guys who, you know, want story, don't ask me about story questions. I don't know shit about the story. Most people who play this game don't know shit about the story. It's all about the grind, playing, having fun, right? Who cares? And
it's just like fighting game players.
Just like fighting game players. Nobody
I'm already disinterested in.
But if you do, but hold on, if you do like the story, you could play it. You can like read all the stuff. You know, there's notes throughout the game. The characters, they're fully voiced, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that. I think they are pretty much fully voiced. But yeah, there's a story there if you actually give a shit. In terms of classes, there's currently 7 classes, and they're going to be adding some more later. It'll be a total of 12 classes by the time the game fully releases, but currently 7. The 7 are Monk, Mercenary, Huntress, Ranger, Sorceress, Warrior, and Witch. Alright?
Oh, shit.
I don't know what types of classes you guys typically play in games, so I can't even like...
You said Monk, I'm already convinced. I love punching shit.
I'm a Monk. Oh, here's the cool thing about the Monk, right? Previously, the Monk didn't have anything punching related. But this patch, this season patch, you can now go unarmed and just walk around and punch and kick shit.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Monk typically uses a quarterstaff. You can now just throw that shit out the window and then just walk around punching and kicking and shit, while still having access to your full library of skills and stuff. So it's really cool. That's what a lot of people are intending on playing.
Is it unarmed, but like different weapon unarmed, or is it just straight up like
it's straight up unarmed?
List?
You don't have to equip anything. You just go unarmed and you walk around just doing like punches, ice kicks, a bunch of cool shit.
But there's no like gauntlet like weapons or whatever, right?
So there's gloves that you can equip that'll give you bonuses. So like every character could already put gloves on, but the gloves aren't gauntlets, if that makes sense. Every class can just use gloves.
I was saying like a weapon being a gauntlet. Like they don't have that.
They don't have that. I don't know if they plan on adding that at some point. Doubt it, but yeah, you just wear gloves. Anyways, bunch of other classes. If you're Monk, I'm Monk too, because I plan on playing the Monk this season. So you know, I got you. I can help you out a little bit, shit. You know. If you're
Is the Monk like the best class?
No.
Why do y'all both want to be Monk?
I just like to punch shit.
He just likes to punch shit. I like melee classes. I like swift,
Wait,
quick.
what were the other
classes.
classes? Monk and what else?
Monk mercenary. So the mercenary, he uses a crossbow. So he's essentially just like the run and gun character. He's got a crossbow that shoots and shit. There's a huntress. She's got spears, or she wields a spear, stabs shit, throws it, whatever. Ranger, bow and arrow, bitch. Which, by the way, if you're talking about like who's the best class, that's the best class in the game, if I'm not mistaken. Everybody always says Ranger's the best one. This guy. Anyway, sorceress, that's just classic mage. You know, you got the staff, fireball, ice, all that nonsense.
Typical shit. Yeah.
Typical shit. Warrior.
And that's your class, Rainbow. You play Wizard in Elden Ring.
Who are you? Continue, my nigga.
Okay.
Continue, because yeah, holy.
Then there's the warrior, as big like you can see the video. This is the warrior class. I don't really need to give much.
Big slam boy.
Big slam boy. Shields too if you want it. And then there's the witch. Witch is for people who want to do minion builds. Summons, right? You summon.
I was gonna say witches are usually summons.
Yeah. You summon the horde of skeletons to fight your
Wait,
fights.
That one's sick.
They also the season 2. You can basically season 2. They added Pokeballs essentially, so you can get a skill. And mind you, this is universal. Every class can do this. They added a skill in the game that's essentially a Pokeball, and you can find certain monster types and you can tame them, and you can have them fight for you.
Is that only? Is that only for the witch class? Or is that
No, every class can do it. Every class can do it, but
yeah.
the witch probably does it best because when it comes to like the passive skill tree, the witch is going to be able to find those nodes that give you more like minion damage and shit like that. You know what I mean? So it's probably more beneficial to pick the witch if you want to go for like a Pokemon.
So everybody has like if you play this way, it makes the class better, but
Exactly.
you can use everything for everything.
So-
Okay.
I don't know if in this video it showed up, but the passive tree is massive. And you might think when you first play the game that the whole passive tree is just for your class, but it's actually universal. Every class in the game shares the same exact passive tree. Every class just starts at a different area on the passive tree. So like if you got a circle, the monk starts here where my finger is, and then like the ranger starts here. And then the warrior starts here. And then it all just like expands, but you can go anywhere you want around the tree, and you can literally turn your warrior into like a mage hybrid.
That is so interesting, actually.
Yeah.
Like the skill tree is universal. That's
not only
that's
that,
crazy.
but the skills themselves, like the skills you can actually use, are universal. So you can pick warrior and use skills on the mage tree. For as long as you have enough intelligence, and sometimes some skills are weapon locked though. Some skills are weapon locked. So if you want to use
that makes sense.
Yeah, if you want to use like a certain stat, if you want to use a skill from like the monk tree, they typically require you to use the quarterstaff. But you can still be a warrior and wield the quarterstaff. The weapons are universal too. So no matter what class you pick, you can use whatever weapon you want.
That's actually a big plus. That's actually a big plus.
Yeah. So
It's not literally unlimited, but it's damn near.
It's damn near, yeah. The only thing that's class specific are the ascendancies. So when you ascend your character, you can, for example, the monk has I forget the monk class. I forget one of the monk classes, but one of them is like a darkness ascendancy. So you like embrace the darkness. It's called the Acolyte of Shalula or some shit like that. But that is only accessible if you pick monk. Nobody else can do that. And then the same thing with like warrior. The warrior has an ascendancy class that's called Titan, and no other class can pick that. But yeah, I can explain that more once you guys get into the game. Anyways, bosses. This game took a lot of inspiration from Elden Ring, right? Like obviously, if you were looking at the boss fight now, there's rolling. There's like timed rolls. You can block shit. If you get hit, it hurts like hell. And there's even like phases within the bosses too. They took so much inspiration from Elden Ring and like Dark Souls style games. Act 1 has 15 bosses. Act 2 has 15 bosses. Act 3 has 11 bosses. And Act 4 has 12 bosses. And they added an interlude between Endgame and Act 4 that has 12 bosses. So there's a ton of bosses with more coming in the future.
is this a more streamlined Baldur's Gate? You
Huh?
think?
That is a interesting way of putting it. I didn't play Baldur's Gate, but you're kind of right-ish. I don't know.
Because it seems like the way you're describing, like you could kind of do anything with anything, right? But like you're limited to a few things, and like in the way you say like how much the story is with how much like story and content they give you, you know, with the things that 6 chapters when the full game releases, and then how many bosses are each chapter. Sounds like it's because both Baldur's Gate and Path of Exile is just D&D. Let's keep it real. It's Dungeons and Dragons. But
Sure.
because this one's like an action RPG, whereas like, you know, it's like more Dark Souls. Dark Souls is considered action RPGs, but Baldur's Gate is literally like classic, like, you know, turn-based.
Yeah.
Which is why I say it like sounds like it's like a more streamlined Baldur's Gate, especially with how the game mechanics work and the fact that it's an action RPG and not like a traditional.
If it's a more streamlined Baldur's Gate, does that interest you in getting into the game? Does that persuade you a little bit?
I'm interested in general. It is something I like. I'm pointing out more than anything else. But for today's gamers, if you say it's like more streamlined, even though it's like a buzzword, I think it would get more people interested in playing. I just want to punch shit. So I just gotta see how the game is just by punching shit.
Okay.
I don't think that interests me. I'm not gonna lie.
Which part?
The Baldur's Gate thing. I don't think that interests me really, because I've never been interested in Baldur's Gate to begin with.
It's not. I don't even think it's like Baldur's Gate either. It's just turn-based. Because Baldur's Gate is turn-based. This is not turn-based at all. Like you're running around and doing shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I was
don't
making
know.
a comparison.
I mean-
I'm not saying that literally it.
Okay.
This game, you grew up with your friends and all that, right?
Yeah, so originally I thought this game was only up to 4 players. Then I looked it up and found out you can actually play with 6 players on one party.
6.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good.
And I didn't believe it, so I had to look up a video, and I found a video of a bunch of people playing 6 players all together, and I was like, holy shit, you can actually play 6 players. Co-op.
Okay, that's actually really good. Because I was gonna say, yeah, no offense or anything, but I feel like this, I don't know, it doesn't seem like something I would willingly play on my own spare time. But I like, if the boys hit me up and added me and shit, and we got like a group going, and I would obviously boost this up. This looks like something I need people to play with.
Most people play this style of game, solo.
Solo?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's much easier to play it solo, believe it or not. Because go ahead.
That's actually what I was gonna ask, if it scales. But
so the more people you have on your team, the more health the enemies get. But I also think, if I'm not mistaken, the more people you play with, the higher quantity and quality of loot goes up.
That's better.
Which I'm not entirely certain about that. I'd have to look into it. But I was watching a video and some dude said that.
If that's true, I'm gonna be hitting you and Rainbow up at 3:37 a.m.
But
did you have to look at the time to see?
But the problem, the reason they do that is because the loot is shared. So whatever falls on the floor, it's kind of like first come first serve. Like you just pick it up.
No, never mind. Because Rainbow I'll do all the work and Rainbow's just gonna pick up my loot. Fuck
That's
that.
That's why. So people don't like it.
Why am I always struggling into this as if I'm gonna play with you? Like,
you did that shit. Every time I kill someone in Fortnite, you would steal my shit.
And then I would give you some shit. No, anyway. Continue. This is
some shit.
Well, come on. What do you guys think so far? We're already at 14 minutes. What do we got?
God damn.
For me, I don't know. I know you said this is better solo, but for me, it's like a yes and no. Like, yes, this is something I want to play with friends, but like, I don't
and
think
that's possible. You could play with friends.
Yeah, that's why. But I don't think I would willingly boot this up on my own time, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
I think
Go ahead, Rambo.
Oh no, sorry, no, sorry.
I was gonna just ask, what's the reason why?
I don't know.
Is the art styles not anime enough?
You're so fucking stupid.
What's up, Rambo? Go ahead. What do you got?
I'm kind of on the same boat. Like, I would definitely play this game. Like, the free the free weekend. It's next week, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll definitely try it for the free weekend for sure, because like I don't get to play. I don't remember if I remember playing like a game similar to this, but I've always like been interested in games like this. But like classes like you're saying, like with the monk and shit, like if you had told me you can't use fist weapons, I would have already clocked out. Because like I don't know what it is, but some games it just doesn't make sense. It's like, okay, it's a monk class, and monk classes are known for like, you know, punching. Like they have, you know, they have the quarter staffs and shit, but you know they're punching. We don't have fist weapons. They go, what? Do you know what class we're talking about? We're talking about the monk, right? Like, holy shit.
I understand
know what
you're
it is.
saying, but go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I don't know what it is. I'm watching the gameplay. I don't know. It looks a little too slow paced for my autistic ass. Fun fact. So it's
Wait,
like,
how is it slow paced and you play turn-based games?
okay, there's a difference though. Now you see, never mind.
You couldn't
I
even.
can't
What? Oh, that made no sense. But by the way,
No.
this is early game. Look at the top left. The guy is level 10. So earlier in the game, it's much slower. But as you progress throughout the game, obviously your character gets better gear, better loot, and then you're obviously like kind of moving much faster.
And you have different combos.
Yeah, different
Okay.
combos, different loot, different gear. Your character might just kind of be like flying across the fucking
Wait.
map. But...
You said combos? You know that's like my activation word and shit.
Oh, all I had to say was combos? Bro, this game is all about
Yeah,
combos.
okay.
The way the developers designed this game is so that you're actually using your abilities as like combos.
In tandem.
Yeah, in tandem, essentially. Like, you use a skill that freezes something, and then you use another skill that, like, breaks the ice.
Maybe it's that FGC in me, but I'm combo heavy. You already know. I'm always showing off that shit. Okay.
I had to just say
Oh.
combos.
You already fucking know. That's all you had to say. All that yapping you did earlier, I was like, zoop, out the other. But then the moment I heard combo, I was like, wait, hold up.
Didn't you play Fire Emblem?
Okay, but
Doesn't Fire Emblem not have classes and like you can ascend your classes to different like levels?
You
and
got me,
stuff?
my nigga. I got you, bro. All right, look.
okay,
I'm
but that's a tactical RPG.
That's
shit
slow
had my-
pace. It's a tactical, slow pace RPG. Oh, that's too slow for my ADHD ass. Dude, what are we talking about?
What is gonna look at this? There's nothing going on. He just hit he hit the pack like 2 times. But like in Fire Emblem, that shit had my brain working and shit.
Because there's a bunch of anime ooh characters. Rainbow, go ahead. We're done here.
No, it has nothing to do with anime.
But I'll say this: whether I like buy the full game or not, I am going to play this game based on what you said and everything. Because I was interested in this game, but I didn't know too much about it, and I was kind of like, do I really want to? But after what you've said, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try again for. I'm gonna see what's up, see how far I could get, and whether I buy the game or not. I mean, the game looks good.
It'll inevitably be free to play by next year sometime.
Yeah. Hey, might as well get started with the free weekend. All right, fellas.
You know what? Fun. I ain't broke. If I really like this, I'm gonna drop. You said it was what, like 30?
It's 30, but you know,
Which
there's
is kinda
key,
crazy.
there's key sites out there that exist, but you know,
Okay, 30. No,
no.
30.
$15 on key site.
I was gonna say like, okay, the pricing is good. $30 is not even that bad. Like I can do $30. No, yeah, it's not bad at all. Like, and I even brought this up in another YouTube videos where it's like, you know, we were talking about indie games and like we were talking indie games average around $20 to $40. So why wouldn't I drop 30 for this?
Oh, also
Yeah,
you
especially
mentioned. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, because the early access. So I was to say it still looks good for early access.
You mentioned that.
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
You mentioned that it's slow. By the way, this is Warrior class gameplay. Warrior is the slowest class in the whole fucking game. So just letting you know that. Every time he swings, it takes like a minute for it to come out. Every other class is not like this. I promise you.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
So
I already
I'll be going crazy in the Ranger class.
Yeah, Ranger's the best one.
Yeah.
Everybody who's
We're
promoting
probably
this game
flipping
is saying
his
play
fire.
Deadeye.
Okay. Oh, nah, you already know I gotta be different and choose the bottom two. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Anyway,
Yeah. So
We'll wrap it up.
with that said, thank y'all so much for watching. Based on what you heard, would you play this game? And if you do, we'll put you in our party. Catch y'all later.